Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. I'm extremely happy about how ADA is going at the moment. It shows that we are riding the correct wave count because the move to the downside was accurate. Yeah, gave you here this support area for possible long entries. I warned you that in this correction to the downside we will probably not enter this larger wave 2 support area, that we will, at least with a good likelihood, get a bounce in this narrow area here between 34.5 and around 35 cents. Yeah, so sort of here in this region around the 38.2 fib level. The reason was we had various factors here. We had the previous support here, structural support, the 38.2 fib retracement at 34.7 cents, and if I'm taking the length of the A wave of the decline, I go to the high of the B wave. This perfectly matched also with a 1.618 extension. Absolutely perfect confluence here. And yeah, I think as someone who's been watching this channel, you had an advantage over many other traders, because we had an amazing confluence here. And also, not only that, because we also saw the 5 waves down in the C wave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as per Elliott wave, beauty of Elliott wave patterns worked out here as well. We had 5 waves down in the wave 5 as well, even on the micro level here. So all of it good and great. And even though Bitcoin is currently struggling to push higher a little bit, ADA here is doing really well. It reached my wave 3 targets from the previous video and even exceeded them. So we talked about in the previous video here about a minimum target that we would need to reach for a third wave of, I think it was 37.7 I highlighted, so certainly the 1.618 extension, or I might have given you, I can't remember where we were, 37.9 cents. But yeah, it was reached. So we can currently assume we are here in a breakout. However, I have to change the count a bit because of the because it just is more likely. Oh yeah, I remember. No, in the previous video we were here, right? We had this nice 3-wave move, and we said, okay, maybe we are now in the 3rd wave, which we probably are. But then I will have to shift in or add in another layer of waves, because this wave 3 seems extended. So we have here another 1-2 setup. No, I didn't want to do that. But we probably have here another tiny 1-2 setup. And then here, this would be the 3rd wave currently, and I'm still waiting for the 4th and the 5th of the 3rd, which is fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna let me change the wave degrees here. So there you go. Looking at this, I mean, this wave 3 rally should be nearly over. Let's be honest. It has now reached nearly the 300% extension. That would be next FIP extension target, 38.6 cents. Yeah, you know, it can still go higher, of course. Next target would be 39 and then 39.2. I would expect at the latest here at 39 to maybe see the wave 4, because this is also important structural resistance here. So next target's 38.65 and then 39, and then we should see a probably shallow reaction in the 4th wave. This would most likely be, let's see. Just try to figure out the nature of this correction here. Okay, so this is a zigzag, this wave 2. Obviously, we're looking at the micro level here, but as per the guideline of alternation with an Elliott wave, if the wave 2 is a zigzag, so quite a sharp correction, you would expect wave 4 to be quite shallow. And I'm looking at the possibility of maybe in the wave 4 just to get a triangle or a sideways correction as a flat. And then we should get a 5th in the 3rd, a 4th, and another 5th, and that would then form eventually the 1st wave of the next move to the upside. Yeah. So that would be the very bullish interpretation. Now, there is of course a bit of a bearish one as well, and that bearish interpretation would indicate that this move down was only the A wave of a larger wave 2, and we are now getting the B wave, and we should then come down in a C wave, and then we'll maybe eventually enter this larger support area here for the wave 2. And by the way, I'm gonna move now this, yeah, that we get something like this. What to do? Yeah, nothing. If you entered, nothing, because if you entered in the support area that I suggested, all you need to do now is risk management. So you can take partial profits. It all depends. Again, I mentioned in the Bitcoin video and Ethereum videos, it depends on your plan now. You know, did you just want to enter here with a scalp? Some people who went in maybe even with leverage. I mean, you've made a lot of money, so you might want to get out. That's up to you, right? Or you might want to move up your stop loss or take partial profits. That's up to you. But if this now is a B wave, then we are probably already in resistance. Yeah. So you need to know about this possibility. So if we are in a B wave, we have entered resistance. Yeah. So this would be the resistance area that I highlight now on the chart for a B wave. Between 38 cents and 39.9. So this is the resistance area, because a B wave that goes above it, yeah. I'm just thinking, okay, if I just need to be careful here, because this is a 3-wave move down. Okay, no, it can't really. Okay, so we need to keep an open mind here, because what could happen, is that this is going to be a running flat or expanded flat pattern. So I can't really give you the idea of resistance. This would actually go out quite a lot, okay? Because actually this would be, I'm sorry about this, but this would be B wave resistance. Why is that the case? It is the case because the move down is in 3 waves, ABC. Which means it's most likely if we get an ABC here, a larger ABC, it would be a flat pattern. A flat pattern can get a B wave which overshoots by ideally not more than 1.38 extension. So we could get a move all the way up to 44 cents. Yeah. Okay, but if it's a flat pattern, then it should at least go to, let's say, 39.9. So we're not really in resistance, not for a flat. So let's say for a flat pattern, it should at least reach 39.9 cents. Okay, so we'll see. You know, I will give my best to update that for you, but B waves are notoriously difficult to manage. And the nasty thing about B waves is that they can go all the way up here to around about 44 cents and still come down. Be aware that also B waves include impulses. So a B wave is normally made up of ABC. So just because it's rallying here as an impulse doesn't mean anything. So if we look at this impulse, which I've nicely made for you here on the roadmap, all of this could just be the A wave of the B wave. We would then get a B wave down and a C wave up. And again, that could go that high. All of this would be the B wave after we made an A here. And we could then sell off in 5 waves in a C wave. Possible options, okay? You don't need to worry about that. If you entered in the low risk support area, then you're covered. And if you ask, should I enter now? I can't give you advice. I can't give you any way advice. But I can only tell you what I'd be doing. I would never chase candles like this, because this was the entry area for this setup. Yeah, for this particular setup. Or if you're a breakout trader, I mean, maybe even here, breakout of the channel. And maybe even here, the break of the previous high, but then you are at risk, because where do you set your stop loss, right? It's just difficult now. But yeah, that's sort of how I see this. Just wanted to highlight here the possible risk with this B wave. I mean, in the best case, it's gonna rally, and you know we are already in the 3rd wave. But I'm of the view that we have a good chance that this was only an A wave. We now move up in B and will come down in C. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.